The bridge has not been renovated in a very long time. It's almost 100 years old. So SHA, State Highway Administration, put this on their list of capital improvement projects and said that we have to do something with this bridge. So about a year and a half ago, they brought it to the attention of the city council and senior staff. And so we started working to come up with a plan of how to push the traffic through the city because Carroll Avenue, as you know, is a major thoroughfare for our town.
They're removing the deck and they're doing repairs from the arches up through the deck, structural repairs as well as concrete repairs. So basically it'll be almost as if a new bridge will be put in place. They're not replacing the piers that go into the water, those are just being reinforced, but everything from the arches up will be new.
Well, right now, residents, the biggest issue is traffic being pushed through to Ward 5. That is a primary detour route while the Carroll Avenue Bridge is closed. I'm just glad that we started on this project. You know, I hope it does not go more than a year and a half, which is the estimate time. But you never know when these major construction projects start. But I just hope that, the construction crews don't find any major issues once they remove the pavement, and this project can finish pretty soon.
The detour is certainly the largest issue that we have to contend with. There's 7,000 cars a day that go over the bridge, so they'll be detoured and that'll create some problems. Additionally, just anytime you have construction, there's noise, there's dust, there's impacts from that, so that'll certainly be an issue for the neighborhood as well. This project has been many years in the making, and State Highway's been watching this bridge for quite a while, doing assessments to make sure it was stable enough as they did the design process. So after years of design and evaluation, they've come up with a replacement for the bridge that will maintain the character of the old bridge. This bridge is a historical feature, so they're going to be able to keep those arches, keep the look of the bridge as they bring it up to the 21st century. So this project is expected to take a year or more, maybe up to a year and a half to get completed. So it'll be quite a big impact in the community as cars will not be able to go across and a detour route is put in place. But in the end, we'll have a restored bridge that'll be better than the old bridge, but will maintain the historic characteristics, and that'll be safe for everyone. One of the things that we've really been pleased with State Highway's efforts with this. They've really done a great job of understanding the importance of this bridge and developing a design that really reflects the community's interest. There's going to be historic arches, as I mentioned, as well as decorative lighting and a sidewalk full width on both sides. So it'll really be an improvement and a much better piece of infrastructure at the end.
Make sure that you follow the city's Twitter account, our website. We are putting out updates sometimes daily on the best way that you should move through the city during this detour.
I invited iCan Shine to come to Takoma Park to do a bike camp. They have a variety of programs. I can swim, I can dance, and I can bike. And I felt that there were students in our community with special needs who would benefit from the program, which aims to teach individuals with disabilities how to ride a bike independently.
Well, we certainly see a greater sense of inclusion, working with people with disabilities, trying to foster their unique abilities and really see that they can shine. Certainly harnessing everybody's unique abilities throughout camp is really exciting. As a PE teacher, I really like to see the physical activity of it. I certainly get a workout, but our riders learn a new form of exercise. And then we see independent transportation, maybe people who aren't able to transport themselves through a vehicle or they have to use public access. Now they're able to ride a bike and get to their job, to home independently. And then I think we also see self-confidence. We see people come in, they're kind of turtle-shelled, then they really develop and foster their abilities.
Once they finish each session, they feel better about themselves. They've accomplished something, whether it's riding a conventional bicycle by themselves or sitting on a bike for the first time. Every step, no matter what the size, is a great step. And it's just tremendous to see, how encouraged they are after this and the confidence levels that they have and, how they see challenges from here on out.
A lot of the kids do enjoy it. I think it makes them feel free, certainly independent. The sense of accomplishment is huge for them. Learning to do something like this in 1 week's time takes a lot of effort. So while they are happy and a lot of them are smiling, they work really hard to get to the point where they're riding outside on their own bike by the end of the week.
I came yesterday and today to help them out so, we could be outside. And yesterday when I first seen him riding, I almost had tears coming down my eyes because, he did the whole track. And at the same time, my other son, they also helped them out. So both of my sons got to ride with the camp. So I'm very grateful for that.
The most exciting part for me was learning how to ride a bike and being able to do it successfully. And then today was the last day of this iCan bike camp, and since we were participants in this camp, we got a medal, and on the medallion it has a bicycle.
I've heard a lot that Disney World is the happiest place on earth, but I'd argue that maybe bike camp is. We see lots of smiles by the end of the week and certainly throughout it, but I think it's life-changing, definitely not only for our families and for our riders, but for the volunteers who come here to help celebrate everything.
The volunteers come from all over, high schools all over the county, people from every neighborhood in Takoma Park, from even my own neighborhood. My family is here. So recruiting 60 volunteers is really a big challenge. We had enough this year, just barely. So, I'm always looking for more people who are interested in getting involved. I promise people the highlight of their summer, and I believe I deliver, because in some cases the volunteers might get more out of it than even the rider. We've had volunteers who have told me that it's life-changing, that they're students who are moving on to college, who are perhaps choosing to go into special education, volunteers who promised me they'll be back next year. One individual claimed that he would rather come here than go on vacation. He's going to take the whole week off next year and be here. So it's a great experience, not just for the riders, but for the volunteers as well.
As a volunteer, what our main role is we're supposed to spot the kids and make sure, our main responsibility is their safety, but to make sure that they don't fall over from side to side, and they, keep going forward and they're doing the right things. Other than that, it's basically to be enthusiastic and just keep them going. Make sure that they're excited about biking and enjoying the camp. Biking is supposed to be a fun activity. It's not supposed to be something that's like, labor for them. It's supposed to be something that they really enjoy doing. And that's really how we get them to keep moving forward, is to just really get them excited about it. So we're supposed to, keep telling them what a great job they're doing. When they fall down, Amanda says we should throw them a party. So we basically just go crazy and, we say that's the best fall we've ever seen. We just keep them going and going and going and, make sure that they stay happy, stay excited, and that they're really enjoying their time here learning how to ride a bike.
My favorite thing would have to be after you've worked a couple days with the kids on the roller bikes, that moment when the volunteers push the kids off on the two-wheel bike the first time, and some of them just get it and they just launch and go, and it's just so amazing to see. It's really exciting. It's just a great experience. Everybody should volunteer here. It's really fun.
Strongly recommend this program and all programs like it. This is my second year. The first year I was a volunteer and I coached my son, and I will say that since I've stepped back and I've volunteered and been coaching another child, I've actually seen my son do more in the first 2 or 3 days of the camp this year than he did all last year. So that just says something that as parents sometimes we need to step back and let other people help our kids along. It's a really great experience. I can't recommend it enough.
If you look at iCanShine.org, you can find out more information about locations if you just click on the location tab of the website, or if you look into Google and you type in bike riding for people with disabilities, iCanShine will certainly come up.
There's information on the city website about iCanShine on the Safe Routes to School page. Anyone can contact me directly if they're interested in volunteering.
Did some redistricting in Takoma Park, and Jared Smith came to me at X's house, and we were put in the 5th ward, and he came right away, came to the residents and said, what would you like to happen for your children and for your community?
To earn my hours here, so that's been the most important thing for me, and I get to come here and learn leadership and get to make new friends.
I think it's a great program. I can see all the kids really seem to enjoy it, and I know there's a real interest in not having summers kids get to relax and have fun, but also to keep up at least some with their schooling, so when they start in September they're not kind of starting all over again. And it looks like a great program to help stop the summer slide, but also give the kids some fun and have them be in a safe place. I think it's great.
I will tell them that it's a great way to earn SSL hours, and you get to learn about yourself, and you get to work on your leadership skills, and you can learn how to take care of children at the same time, and you can work on your math skills and swimming skills too.
I helped found the program. I founded the program at Essex House Apartments 4 years ago. I was told by the residents that programming for the youth was extremely important. They didn't have anything for the kids in the apartment building after school and during the summer, so that was the catalyst to start this program. So I made sure that the kids were fed, because farms kids, only 20% of them receive food during the summer. And in Essex House, over 50% of the kids in the building are on farms, free and reduced meals. And the achievement gap in Montgomery County is real. So I thought it was very important that we focus on feeding people and closing the achievement gap. So during the summer, it's usually a 5 or 6 week program. Kids will receive food, breakfast and lunch, and they also will get intensive tutoring, either in math, reading, writing, and some type of computer program. for the kids.
One of my challenges, which is a good challenge, is that I get more and more kids. Every year I get about 50 more kids, and we're busting out at the seams. We're happy to have JNA, John Evans Andrews School, but we're almost using all of their classrooms. My summer camp is more enrollment there in the summertime than what they have at their school in the school year. So I'm now thinking about where I'm going to go.
The entire Takoma Park community, the entire Montgomery County system, and even the state of Maryland need to see how this came together. They need to see and witness the impact that it's having in the lives of these children and in their families and in the community. And after witnessing that, I would challenge our community to step up and fund this at even greater levels. So that's the first thing I would say.
Next year, I mean, the reason why we're not breaking 1,000 kids is the resources. We need money. I mean, the more money we have, the more kids we can have. So next year, we're going to try to hit 350. That's my goal. But, you know, if it all comes down to raising money.
How like it's learning at the same time, but it's actually like you're having fun as well. So it's not like you're learning all the time. You get to have fun, you know, go to the park, and they're letting us be volunteers where we get to teach the kids and help them.
We get to swim a lot because there are a lot of kids who don't know how to swim, and this program helps them a lot by swimming.
It's a lot of good friends and caring staff. It's great people. They're very kind, very nice.
I just like that a lot of kids attended it. Like they think that it's a really great camp because we have a lot of activities to do, like going swimming, doing arts and crafts, being able to go be in the play.
I would love to take it citywide, but once again, we provide transportation for the kids too. So the program for the actual participants is free, right? But there are all these costs involved. Kids get free transportation from their homes to the location of the program. This year it's at John Evans Andrews School on Elm Street in Takoma Park. So that is a very expensive cost for the program. So yes, we would like to have other areas in the city participate, but we have to have the buses, the bus drivers, to pick these kids up and bring them home.
I would love to see these kids venture out into programs that maybe employers, teachers, and everyone could have a mentoring program for these kids and start training them at an early stage in life of what they want to be, what they want to do, give them insight of what's happening around the world.
The most rewarding thing, a couple of things, that I know that the kids in Takoma Park in Montgomery County have a safe place during the summer. A lot of kids can't afford summer camp, so that should not mean you shouldn't be able to participate in some type of program. Another aspect of it that is very important to me is the kids do not experience what is called the summer slide. Academically, they can stay on level with their peers. And then finally, it's food. I mean, the wealthiest country in the world, the wealthiest county in the state of Maryland, the kids should not go to bed hungry. And that's during the school year and the summer.
We have always worked with our community, and we're a village. And I appreciate all the entities I've had, the police department, the fire department, the council, the mayor. They have all joined in to help make this project a success.
I just want to say thank the city of Takoma Park, my colleagues on the council for supporting Lunch and Learn for another year. Well, I really appreciate it. The kids really appreciate it. And thank you, Montgomery County Collaboration Council, for working with us. It's a great program. Hope to continue it throughout the city and throughout the county.
Good.